On the man with the plan. On the man with the plan.
Introducing first from Venice, California, weighing 170 pounds, Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick is desperate. On Raw last week, he begged the champion T.J. Perkins to let him win. He continued the theme tonight on the Hell in a Cell kickoff show.
I'm always going to be your friend.
Then be a friend, TJ. And do the right thing because I need this.
Then go out there and be the Brian Kendrick I used to know. Do it the right way and try to win.
TJ, I need you to let me win.
And I think things became very desperate for Brian Kendrick this past Monday night on Raw when he lost to Rich Swann as he was preparing for this championship match tonight. Brian Kendrick didn't expect to have this opportunity. It fell in his lap, but now he's afraid it's going to slip through his fingers.
His opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing 175 pounds, is the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, T.J. Perkins.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should tell a bit of the backstory between the champion T.J. Perkins and the challenger Brian Kendrick to be able to put all of this into perspective of what we've seen transpire over the past couple of weeks. When T.J. Perkins was a teenager, Corey, he was training to be a wrestler in California. Brian Kendrick sort of became his mentor, for lack of a better term. He would pick him up after school. He would drive him to wrestling schools so this young man could learn how to become a wrestler.
It could be argued that T.J. Perkins owes a lot of his success in his career to Brian Kendrick. Brian's been quick to remind him of it lately.
Yeah, but how would you react if you were in T.J. Perkins' shoes tonight, Mike?
Listen, Brian Kendrick was not in that car spending the night like T.J. Perkins was. Brian Kendrick wasn't walking around random shopping centers begging people for money like T.J. Perkins was. So if T.J. Perkins has any sort of logic or common sense, he is going to compete and defend that Cruiserweight Championship.
Well, let's see what T.J. Perkins does. It's for the Cruiserweight title between Kendrick and Perkins. It has become the custom in the Cruiserweight division, the handshake before the matchup.
Ah, yes, the Code of Honor from Ring of Honor they're doing now, I see.
Cheap shot at him a few weeks back. See Brian Kendrick with the look on his face to TJ like, what are you going to do? The match is underway.
Byron, I beg to differ with what you just said. You act as though Brian Kendrick didn't sacrifice. Brian Kendrick sacrificed his entire life to make it to WWE, and he had it fall through his fingers, and he's not about to let it happen again. So everybody says, oh, it's such a feel-good story with T.J. Perkins, and it is. But TJP is not exclusive to that.
Kendrick covered, and TJ kicks out. So obviously TJ is not going to lay down here for Brian Kendrick, at least at this juncture.
The whole point is, both these guys have worked very hard, have made their own individual sacrifices. Why not earn the right to be champion?
You know, TJ, or I should say Brian Kendrick, had a nice run here in WWE back 2007. Kendrick in London, Paul London that is, became one of the longest running tag team champions in history. Kendrick launched by T.J. Perkins, who continues.
Monkey flip by T.J. Perkins, keeping that Greco-Roman knuckle lock intact the entire time.
Perkins lands on his feet.
Well, it's interesting. Kendrick will tell you himself. The reason he left WWE, the reason he lost his job was because he took it for granted.
And Brian Kendrick rolls through shoulders
Another reason
down
why they
and
fired
kicked
him
out by
because he
Perkins.
did something in the Royal Rumble that year.
Brian Kendrick didn't
Messed
leave
up
WWE. He was basically fired, for lack of a better term. And he admitted he made a lot of mistakes. He was young. He was immature at the time. He took advantage of the situation, big hip toss by T.J. Perkins. And now he realizes he has a second chance covered. And he doesn't want to let it slip through his fingers.
So why is it so hard for everybody to understand his desperation?
Is it enough here? Kick at it, too.
It should be inspirational, Saxton, instead of you coming out here and talking about Brian Kendrick like he's done something wrong. This should be a feel-good story for Brian
And
Kendrick.
it is a feel-good story. Brian Kendrick, everything he's been through, comes back and wins the championship.
And TJP, who won the Cruiserweight Classic, the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic this summer on the WWE Network to become champion, watches himself crossbody. And now the right hands by Perkins.
thing TJ Perkins has always said is that he fears failure, always looking to increase his wrestling IQ, increase his knowledge.
The Phil-Am flash. Giving Kendrick all he can handle. Launches himself over the top rope, and Brian Kendrick is in trouble. And look at Perkins. Oh, and Brian Kendrick.
And well scouted by Kendrick.
Back into the ring. Kick right to Perkins and drops the champion. Remember, Kendrick needs Perkins in the ring. TJ has the champion's advantage tonight. Kendrick must win via pinfall or submission to take the title.
But the veteran Kendrick is not going to be afraid to use the ring.
But he's got to be careful here. If he's disqualified, he has his opportunities done. But
what is Kendrick doing the tape off? The athletic tape off the...
Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, wow. He just taping TJ Perkins his hand to the bottom rope.
I imagine it's perfectly legal. I mean, that's Perkins, part of Perkins' ring attire.
Perkins, in a sense, has been handcuffed by Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick has taken his desperation to a whole new level. That's what Brian Kendrick has to do. Take the desperation to the next level, to the new level. Maybe then you'll believe that he won the Cruiserweight Championship, Byron, if that's what it takes.
And Brian Kendrick dropping TJ Perkins. This is his opportunity. Cover, hooks the leg for the title, and TJ kicks out. And this is where Brian Kendrick wants the pace in this matchup, Corey.
Slow it down, allow him to use his submissions. As you can see right now, Kendrick with a cravat locked onto the champion, wearing TJ Perkins down. If Kendrick can keep the pace slow, that limits TJP's offense. Such a contrast in personalities, the humility and respect of TJ Perkins and the do whatever's necessary mentality of Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick has successfully grounded TJ. Neck breaker.
But to your point, Byron, maybe that mentality is why Kendrick's been here once, left and came back, and TJ Perkins is only getting his first opportunity.
Hey, you may be right, Corey.
Fortune, what's the saying about fortune in the bold? Yeah, that.
Nice. Ryan missed wildly. TJ now trying to pick up some speed. Went to the knee. Drops Kendrick. TJ needs to pick up the pace here. Kendrick launching Perkins out to the apron. TJ delivers a shoulder right to the gut. TJ Perkins. Oh, wow, kick. Right to the back of the head. And it drives Kendrick out of the ring.
Perkins.
Oh, wow, launching himself over the top rope.
Perkins prides
Get a
himself on
fucking
delivering
haircut,
in the
hippie.
clutch. Delivering
That
when
was
the pressure's
funny.
on.
We did that in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Get a fucking
Won some
haircut.
unbelievable matches this summer. Defeated Brian Kendrick once before in a championship match last month. Brian Kendrick would come back with a victory on Raw in a non-title affair. Suplex by TJ.
Ooh, a belly-to-back suplex. Perkins may ascend the top rope once again.
Oh, Kendrick caught him.
Perfectly timed by the Brian Kendrick.
Quickly the opening Brian Kendrick needs. Hooks the leg for the title and a kick out.
Kendrick connecting midair. Watch this again. Perkins launches himself and gets caught with that drop kick.
Matches we get.
Kendrick,
Like,
yet
2
another
more, I
when
think. After
frustration could set in.
Well, Kendrick was frustrated when he got to the arena today.
Desperate as well. TJ Perkins caught him. Oh, this time it's Kendrick kick to the face.
Oh, spinning heel.
A spin kick by Perkins.
Detonation kick.
And that may be it for Brian Kendrick. Kendrick just gets the shoulder up.
Any closer than that, and the bell would have rung. Brian Kendrick barely escaping TJ Perkins' cover. Let's take another look at this detonation kick. Bang! You can see the shin of Perkins right to the ear of Brian Kendrick. Perkins again.
And TJ Perkins starting to feel it now. This is the pace he wants, Corey.
Yeah, that wrecking ball drop kick right to the side of the head. Perkins could. Oh,
Kendrick caught him. Oh my goodness, sacks him up. Is it enough here to get him? Oh, kicked out at 2.
belly to back suplex right into the cradle by Kendrick. Perkins said before this match, suplex right into the cradle by Kendrick. Perkins said before this match, I want to see the Brian Kendrick I know, the Brian Kendrick that goes out there and fights and puts forth his heart in this match, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing. Just as quickly as TJ Perkins picked up the pace, Kendrick brought it to a screeching halt. Oh, look at that.
Almost had him.
Perkins trying to fight out. Double chicken wing. Oh no!
Brian Kendrick, look at the captain's hook.
The bully choke.
TJ Perkins. Is Perkins going to tap?
Kendrick's beaten Perkins with this very maneuver in the past. And Perkins realizes it is pivotal, it is imperative to try to break this hold, to try to grab a hold of that bottom rope. Kendrick using his legs to keep
that. Perkins, though, rolls him over onto his shoulders. That'll force the break. But has the damage been done to TJ?
I'm the man with the plan.
Kendrick trying everything he can, pulling out all the stops, but still has not been able to take out TJP.
the knee bar.
Looking for the knee bar. That's TJ Perkins' submission hold. Cup win in the Cruiserweight Classic.
They're going to chop it up.
In the Cruiserweight Championship. Kendrick center of the ring. Nowhere to go. Now he's going to switch to the other side. Makes it to the ropes. Great ring presence for Brian Kendrick.
Veteran instincts coming into play by Kendrick, saving possibly his career.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick did not panic. Realized he had to spin around and grab the bottom rope. Face first goes Perkins. Kendrick looking for sliced bread number 2.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Oh, look out, look out. Brian made.
Kendrick came down awkward
on his knee, I think.
The knee or the ankle.
You have to wonder if Kendrick's going to be able to continue being.
You hate to see Brian Kendrick's opportunity squandered because of an injury. It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. You can see the look of concern on the face of Perkins.
Pop. See ya, Pop.
I'm checking on his opponent. Remember, we told you the relationship, mentor and protege for so many years.
Match must be over.
Headbutt by Kendrick.
Bully choke.
Is it over? Brian Kendrick suckered in Perkins. TJ Perkins trying to struggle to make it to the ropes. Perkins trying to stay alive. Kendrick's got it locked in.
New champion. Come on.
Kendrick's got it.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. All right.
Here's your winner and the new WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Brian Kendrick.
Good.
Say it, Cole. Brian Kendrick fooled
They had to get the belt off him.
including TJ Perkins.
Brian Kendrick played the emotional strings of TJ Perkins. And as a result, TJ Perkins has lost the Cruiserweight Championship.
I'm the man with the plan. I'm the man with the plan.
Now this is where
I'm the man with the plan.
hurt his knee on the sliced bread number 2. The left leg, well, he did land rather gingerly there and immediately went down. Now I got to watch TJ Perkins. He comes over to check on his friend, and a headbutt by Kendrick.
And the captain's hook. Isn't that familiar? Perkins thought his friend was hurt, was conflicted, and all it took was the captain's hook, and nothing TJ could do but to tap out.
You listen to his music, Saxton. He calls himself the man with the plan, and tonight, the Brian Kendrick's plan led him straight to the Cruiserweight Championship.